Glammies, and welcome back to my channel. It's me, Amanda, and I am back with another perfume video. So today's video is going to be the start of a series that I've been wanting to do. So as I've started to get into the perfume arena, I'm learning so much about perfumes. And so one thing that I've learned is that perfumes belong to a house. So I wanted to do a series of perfume houses. Kicking off this series, I wanted to do one that was dear to me, that really kicked off my whole interest in perfumes, and that is the House of Theirry Mugler. I absolutely love and adore Theirry Mugler fragrances. So I've done a little bit of research, and I wanted to talk about the different fragrances that belong to this house, and so I thought that I would do a video about it. So if you're interested in learning more about the House of Theirry Mugler, then keep watching. Alright, so just to talk a little bit about why I picked Theirry Mugler to be the first house that I talk about is because Angel has been so influential to me. It was one of the first designer fragrances that I bought for myself when I was younger. So I think I was in my mid-20s and I was wearing perfumes, but I wasn't wearing designer perfumes. So I don't know how I came about Angel. I don't know if someone was wearing it and I fell in love with it and I had to buy it. I have no idea. I honestly feel like I fell in love with it for the way the bottle looked, to be honest with you. So Angel came out in 1992, and I think I bought my first bottle in 1997. So it had been out a while before I bought my first bottle, but I just fell in love with it. I mean, it just, when I first sprayed it, it opened up another piece in my brain, if that makes sense. It just wowed me. And so I decided to do some research on Theirry Mugler, and just recently, like over the last few weeks. And I didn't know that Theirry Mugler was a fashion designer. I just assumed that he was a perfumier, that sounds better. I didn't know he was a fashion designer, so I looked him up, and I'll put a picture of him here. And just by looking at him, he looks like a very interesting guy, and it all came together for me. I was like, this is why, and I looked at his fashions and I was like, okay, this is why I love this fragrance so much. Not only because it smells so beautiful, but he is one of those designers that totally thinks outside the box. And I love people that think outside the box. I love people that have the audacity to be different. You know what I'm saying? Just, they don't want to be the same cookie cutter fragrances that you're used to smelling, and they all have the same notes. It was just different. I sprayed this perfume and it really just opened my eyes up to everything. I mean, it was just like, wow, this is the woman that I want to smell like. Very confident, very sexy, very appealing, that she draws you into her. This is it. Like, this is it. I was like, okay, if it smells so mature, I was like, I'm getting it. So I think I paid like $60 for it. I bought it at Saks Off. Like I said, it must have been like 1997 or something like that. I've been in love with Angel ever since. And I think I've been through about 2 or 3 bottles of Angel, y'all. That's how much I love Angel. So as I did a little bit more research, I found out that the company, or maybe just the fragrance line, was sold to L'Oreal. And this just happened not too long ago. And a lot of YouTubers that I watch, they say that the formula has changed. It smells the same, but it doesn't. And I just could have kicked myself because I was just like, no, this is not happening. Like, they changed the perfume that changed everything for me. Like, what? So I just could have kicked myself because I thought, you know, I'll buy another bottle at some point, whoop de whoop, whatever. So I'm actually subscribed to Scentbird to me, and I got it in the mail some months back. So it still has the blue hue to it, or purple hue, or whatever. I'll put a picture of the original bottle here, and I will put a picture of the new bottle here. So yeah, man, I was just like so torn that it's not the original fragrance, and I feel like this is the new formula that was sent to me in my Scentbird subscription. So I'm kind of upset behind that. It still smells the same, and it's just, even smelling it right now is just taking me back to my early 20s. I think I was in somewhere in between 21 and 25, and oh my God, this is just so beautiful. This fragrance has set the bar for me on every fragrance that I've bought here on out. It's just, it totally spoke to me. It just spoke to me like, this is it, Mandy. This is the woman that you want to be. This confident, sexy woman that runs the world, and you're mature, and you just, you know, have it together. You command an audience. You command the person that's in front of you. They can't stop smelling you. They're like, what are you wearing? This is totally it. It's so different. It was so different back then from anything that I've ever smelled in my life, and I'm just so still in love with it to this day, even though it may be a little bit different. This fragrance is a projection beast. It is like long wearing. Everybody in the room can smell it, in the hallway, in the car. You trust me, it has a sillage. When you leave, a trail follows you. That is this fragrance. It's just so amazing to me. I love it so much. The top notes are bergamot, melon, coconut, mandarin, orange, jasmine, cassis, cotton candy, pineapple. The middle notes are caraway, nutmeg, honey, apricot, blackberry, lily of the valley. The base notes, patchouli, sandalwood, amber musk, chocolate, and caramel. And it is just, it just was everything to me back then. Everything. This was my everyday fragrance that I wore, and it just brings back so many memories. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, oh so much. So moving on to the next one. This is a very popular fragrance amongst a lot of YouTubers that review perfumes, and they say that it attracts men, and men just go crazy behind it, asking, what are you wearing? What is that? Oh my God, it smells so good on you, etc., etc., etc. Now, me personally, now I don't want y'all to get upset. It is a wonderful fragrance. It is a beautiful fragrance, but it's not for me. And here's the thing. When you guys are starting to collect perfumes, colognes, or whatever, I feel like it's very important for you to love the fragrance. Unless you're just a collector, that's different. But if you're buying it to wear it, you should buy what works for you. And that's my mentality on buying fragrances. When I go and buy fragrances, even if it's a blind buy, I always have myself in mind, because I'm gonna wear it. If I like it, I'm gonna wear it. If I don't, I'm taking it back to the store. And so you'll come to find out, if you're getting into perfumes and fragrances, what works for me is not gonna work for you. And what works for your bestie is not going to work for you. And it on and on and on. You have to get what works for you. So that's why I won't be purchasing this fragrance, because even though it's nice and lovely, it doesn't work for me and what I like. So this is Alien. Alien came out in 2015, I believe. I'm lied. Alien came out in 2005, and I will insert a picture here of the Alien. And again, it is a very popular fragrance amongst YouTube reviewers. They absolutely love it. And yeah. So I have a little sample of it here, and I'm gonna spray it on my hand. Let that dry out, air out. And it reminds me of a bar of soap. And I don't have nothing against soap. Soap is very important, okay? I don't want y'all out here like, oh, she don't like soap. I love soap. It reminds me of an old school soap that my mama used to buy a long time ago. And I can't think of the name of it, but it was pink. The notes are white floral, amber, woody, and woods, and jasmine. So it's a white floral fragrance. Now, for those women that say that men are always complimenting you on the fragrance, I believe it, because it probably goes with your chemistry, you know. But I sprayed this sample a few days ago, and I wore it around for a while, and it's very long lasting. It doesn't, to me, project as much as the Angel does. The Angel is a projection beast. But again, I wore it for probably about 4 or 5 hours, and I kept smelling it, smelling my arm, and it didn't move me, you know. And when I think of fragrances, I wanted to invoke something inside of me. I wanted to jolt me. I wanted to wake me up. I wanted to open up something in my brain that I've never, a piece in my brain that's never been opened before. You know, I wanted to take me to a memory, a place that I long to be somewhere, you know. I wanted to move me, and the Alien just doesn't move me. But it's different, and kudos to those who love it, and it's just not for me. But moving on to the next fragrance, and that is Angel Muse. Now, y'all know that I knew that I probably was gonna like it anyway, because it had the word angel in it. And remember, I told y'all I was kicking myself when I found out that the new Angel has been reformulated. So I actually bought this in a blind buy a few months back, maybe like 2 months back, and I had never smelled it. But because it had the Theirry Mugler name and it had the Angel name, I bought it. And when I sprayed it for the first time, I fell in love with this fragrance all over again. I fell in love with Angel all over again in a different way. This one is more subtle. This one is more inviting. This one is sweeter. It's the cousin to the Angel, I think, because it does have similar note in it that the Angel does, but it's sweeter. So the notes in the Angel, this came out in 2016. Do y'all need a picture? Y'all don't need a picture, but I love the bottle. And that's the thing about Theirry Mugler's fragrances. Like, not only do they smell different, I mean, I've researched, he has won awards for the way Angel smell. I mean, not only is it different, the bottles are different. Like I said earlier, I think I bought it the Angel just because of the bottle. And this one is not different. They still get you with the bottle. Even the bottle for Alien is just different. You know what I'm saying? It's not like your cookie cutter fragrances, bottles, you know, they're doing the same thing over and over again. And I just love that. I love being different, you know. Okay, the notes are grapefruit, pink peppercorn, hazel cream, vetiver, and patchouli. Beautiful fragrance. This is a wintertime fragrance. I feel like the Angel is a wintertime fragrance, but baby, if I'm going out on a date and I'm trying to captivate him and I'm trying to allure him, I might bust out with this Angel Muse, okay? Because it is very sexy to me. I absolutely love it. Okay, moving on to my last one. This is Aura by Theirry Mugler. And look at this bottle. See, you got, look at this bottle. Will you look at this bottle? Who would have thought of making such a pretty bottle? I mean, it is just absolutely, it just amazes me. Like, I'm just like, yes, if I ever decide to come out with my own fragrance, like, my bottle would be something amazing. Like, this is just, spray this on my hand. Okay, this is a good spot. I just love, ooh, okay, there we go. Now, this one is different. This is very green, just like the bottle. Okay, this came out in 2017. This has rhubarb leaf, tiger liana, orange blossom, bourbon vanilla, and something called wolfwood. So, okay, let's get into this one. This one, a lot of people don't really talk about this fragrance. If you like smelling different, then this is gonna be for you. This, I feel like, is a wintertime fragrance. I would not bust it out in the summertime. It just would be too much. There is something in this, in the dry down, that smells different. Maybe it is the wolfwood. I've never smelled wolfwood in anything. None of the fragrances that I own have wolfwood in it. I would remember that. At initial smell, it smells very pretty. It's very oriental, it's woody, it's deep, it has depth for sure. But that last hint, that last whiff that I get is something different, and it could come off as a little bit of medicine-y almost. Yeah, if that makes sense to y'all, that's the only way I can describe it. I absolutely love the bottle though. I absolutely love the bottles. Now that Theirry Mugler has been bought by L'Oreal, I'm curious to see how or if they're gonna keep up the look, you know, everything that he instilled in his fragrances. I'm curious to see if they're gonna keep that up, you know, the outside of the box, if you will, vibe that I feel for them. You know, when companies buy up other companies, they have a tendency to change up things, and I really hope that doesn't happen, but I feel like it probably will, since they've already reformulated the original Angel, which just makes me so sad. Like, if y'all know where I can get a bottle of the original Angel, comment it below, let me know. That really bums me out. That really makes me sad, because it kind of almost takes me back to my childhood, even though I wasn't a child. I was, you know, a young adult. So that concludes my first video of perfume houses, my Theirry Mugler house. Tell me what your favorite Theirry Mugler fragrance is below, and again, tell me, where can I find 1992, I don't know if I want a 1992 bottle, but tell me where I can find the original formula, because I'm gonna buy it. I don't know if I'm gonna spend a lot of money on it, child. That's I don't know, but I definitely want to buy it. I want to say thank you to all of you that have recently subscribed to my channel. I love you so much for that. It really just makes me all happy and warm inside every time I see my subscriber number go up. I just do like a little dance, and you know, I just get all crazy because it just makes me so happy. If you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and click that button so I can do my happy dance. And thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.